Hello everyone, Maryann here, Revealing Light Tarot, Astrology and Spirituality. How are you? Wherever you are in the world when you're watching, a huge shout out to you. Thank you all for your comments, likes on all of my videos, but most recently the video I did on Lionsgate 88. Alright, so let's get started. There's a lot to get through here today. Of course, we've now got word that two major things. It will go to the US for the moment. There's so much going on there at this time with the indictment of Mr. Trump. For those who don't know, a former president of the US, ex-president now. Okay, so there's a couple of things. Fani Willis is about to bring indictments. It's rumoured that there's around 12 people that may be indicted. It looks like that she will do some sort of RICO, racketeering type charge against the campaign to overturn the free and fair election in 2020 in Georgia. It's going to be a huge thing that she's doing, and so I want to see if she's going to be successful. Experts are saying it's likely to be divided into three groups. Interestingly enough, the number 3 was fairly significant in Georgia for me. Obviously, the president will be broken out into his own group, the fake electors, perhaps another group, and those that tried to intervene and intercede would be another group. So we'll see what she's doing, and then crafting that narrative around what occurred. Okay, so we'll look at if she can beat Donald Trump on that one. The other important, looming indictment that I feel is coming from Special Prosecutor Jack Smith, and I think it was the day after January 6th, I did a reading and I said there's money crimes here, and I think it is the PAC that ultimately I think it's Save America PAC that will come under scrutiny, and prosecutors will eventually, the Department of Justice will eventually follow that money trail. I think that's what Jack Smith is doing. He's investigating the Super PAC that was established to fund litigation that fought election fraud or brought those cases, which all were defeated. I think there was a technicality on one of them. 60-something cases, 60-odd cases there, all unsuccessful, proven through the court system that the election was not stolen. And that money, I think he took in $250 million. Now that money is funding his fees and also the legal fees of those that around him that have been either indicted or about to be indicted. So I think what will happen, and this is my intuition, is that Smith will, Special Prosecutor Smith will go after the actual PAC, and that money will be frozen, because I keep getting the 5 of Pentacles whenever I talk about Trump as well. So, and I think I've said there's some sort of money issue here for him. So we'll take a look at that. You might have heard there's been a plot thwarted to murder Zelensky. If we get time, we'll look at if he's safe, the Ukrainian president, and we'll look at whether Biden was safe, a Trump supporter who thought the election was stolen, made fairly horrendous threats against the New York prosecutor Alvin Bragg, and of course against Joe Biden, because he thought the election was stolen and this was a witch hunt against Trump. So here we're starting to see the manifestation of Trump's rhetoric and incitement here. The gag order on Friday is one we have to look at. I feel that there will be a partial gag order in DC on Friday. Now, the question is whether or not Trump will follow it. To my mind, if they find him, like the New York Attorney General Letitia James did, money speaks louder, and if they find him every time he opened his mouth, it might stop him. But we'll look at whether there will be a gag order. I think it will be a partial gag order, and whether or not he will follow it. That is all going to be happening on Friday. Right, let's get started. Also wanted to just maybe start with Trump through August, September, October, November and December by pulling, I'm using the Gilded Tarot, both the older version and the updated version, Cairo Marchetti, that's the tarot decks I'm using. Let's just pull 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cards. Just get a little bit of a narrative going for what Mr. Trump might be going through. He's going to go through some things between now and Christmas. What's coming up for criminal defendant Trump from here until Christmas, from August, September, October, November, December, please. Cards representing each of those months. Show me what is occurring. I'm getting an image of like slavery, so I think there's a lot of racism that's going to be raised. He's already talking about reverse racism. That's all going to get worse. You could see a doubling down here, not just amongst Trump but Trump supporters. It's terrible, isn't it, when our politics have come to that. Wow, what is that? Why am I getting Princess Diana's necklace? Why would that image come through to me? Anyway, let's just push through. I will revisit and do another channeling with Princess Diana. And I think that's why that image has come through. I've been thinking about that lately. And as you know, when they present themselves, I do channel. But let's just look at Trump. Let's just look at Trump. Again, these are all royalty, the king, slavery. This is all Civil War type era stuff. All right, and the independence of America, the War of Independence. All right, so let's back to Mr. Trump. Okay, back to Trump. Show me Trump over the next, from here till Christmas. Trump from here to Christmas. August. The moon card. Okay, so it's, the atmosphere is pretty volatile. Emotions are running high. This is between civility, a civil society, and a chaos. I saw that orb, yes. A chaos society, and you get the elements from under the ground coming. I'm particularly worried about Georgia because that is a red state. It's not DC and it's not New York. So August is going to be rocky. I'm just going to say it's a rocky road. September we get some kind of reprieve. We get the Six of Wands. Actually, let's just do a card. We'll shuffle for each of the cards. I just feel that I should. That Six of Swords there, perhaps clarifying the moon, shows that whatever threat is there is likely to be largely managed. All right, so show me, that's August, the moon card. Show me September for Mr. Trump. Show me September, please. So we get loss, walking away from what no longer serves. I think there will be people pulling away from him by September. Show me October. He is starting to unwind. And we get paranoia and restriction. Wow. August, September, October. Show me November. Yeah, okay, by November. I see, this clearly shows me he can't win this battle. August, September, October, November. Show me December for Mr. Trump. And we get the Ace of Swords by December. The truth is out there. And so there's more indictments to come. Okay, now the moon card, I see August as probably the one of the most dangerous, if I can just put it like that, months. Let's get a couple of clarifications here. Show me the moon card, August. Things coming up from the surface, things that need to be exposed. Now we have here, I think in that reading, Jupiter and Uranus. So this is also unpredictability. Show me the moon card, please. For Mr. Trump, Knight of Cups, it's around his cult. Absolutely, it's around the cult of Trump. That is where the fear is. That's where the danger lies, and it's tumultuous. August is a particularly difficult month. Also, we've got loans and debts here. Loan and debt, something around the debt and the court. Interesting. Well, this could be, and there's my star card. If any of you haven't listened to this week's Random Sage podcast, it's all about hope and that star card. It's always coming through. So there's a degree of illusion and delusion. This is the cult of Trump. This is violence. This is volatility, a tinderbox, and that's what I'm seeing in August. Looking at these cards, it seems to be the worst month. Right, let's take a look at September, because I do want to get to the other questions here that I've got. 8 of Cups, September, loss. Mr. Trump, loss. Mr. Trump, why is the 8 of Cups here? Okay, so we get here the Queen of Pentacles. So this could be monetary loss. This could be when that PAC could be frozen. There's something around, and we get moderation, national security also, and moderation. By the way, I did say one more, and the Knight of Pentacles. So it is more consistent, there's a safer, I'm just going to say a safer environment by September. But this is also monetary loss here for Trump, and we get some kind of news around that classified documents case in September. I want to say that I said that in the last reading I did on Judge Cannon that she would either be recused or recuse herself. She's made some wacko order, and I think I'm going to stay with that prediction. I don't think she'll be on the case in the longer term. And I think Smith will probably apply to have her taken off. So we'll see. She seemed to put out an order that echoed what one of Trump's lawyers had said on a show the night before, or in the days before. Okay, so he's really frightened. Something happens with his money, perhaps. Something, as I said, with Trump, it's all about the money. But he's quite paranoid. The moon card also can indicate madness. So October, the madness is on display. The Mad King is on display. Would-be king is on display. September, there's a great loss for him of some sort. Let's have a look at what happens in October, this 8 of Swords. Okay, that wants to come out. The Death card, my God. The end of something. Perhaps he's that Death card. Oh, dear. Let's keep going. This is a big loss. Basically, this is a loss that is going to be unwinding between now and December as the truth emerges. Show me this 8 of Swords. It's over. So we get the Empress card, abundance, and we get new starts, new plans, new projects. There's something here that he's... show me this Death card. Show me this Death card. This is my card for Russia as well. And we have here the Chariot. The end is coming very quickly in relation to something. Maybe he foresees the end, that Death card and the Chariot. I'm going to say October could also be a month where you might see some kind of attack. And I'm going to say again that there is madness here in these cards. Paranoia. They're not good cards. All right, let's see what happens around barriers. This is a very tumultuous period, as we knew it would be. But the 9 of Wands would suggest we've got barriers and guardrails starting to hold firm. It's a very good card by November. Barriers and guardrails against this madness by November. Show me the Nine of Wands. Okay, so we get here Eight of Wands. Things moving rapidly. And we get the Five of Pentacles. Yeah, they definitely moved to freeze that money in that pack. Yeah, the Emperor card, control. And the Seven of Pentacles. He's losing control of his money or fundraising of some sort. And we get secrets here. Secrets that he's kept are being exposed. Trying to hold on to that. It's the pack here I'm seeing. And more becoming revealed. Now we get to December. We get the Ace of Swords. Now remember, all of this has occurred through basic dishonesty, fraud, obstruction of the law, and lying, the big lie. Let's take a look at December, the Ace of Swords. It's clarity. Show me the Ace of Swords. Okay, so we get here the Knight of Pentacles. So by December, there's an acceptance of the truth here. An acceptance of the truth. And there's a crossroads, a decision needs to be made. And we get judgment and an inevitability that the truth is out there. So the next few months are very volatile. I won't go back over what came to me as I was dealing. But by December, the truth is generally more accepted than what it is now. And Trump is virtually on that kind of incline. I think largely because he freezes. Jack Smith might go after that pack. Let's see if he does. All right, Special Counsel Smith, will you go after the Ace of Cups? Okay, the Ace of Cups. It's got vines all over it, and I see someone trimming the vines, paring something back to reveal something else. Okay, so what is this? Layers and layers of, I think it's like paper trail in relation to this Save the America pack. I'm just hearing it's going to involve, again, not just Trump, but others. All right, so others that perhaps administer this fund, they haven't followed the law, basically, and it's in the paper trail. Will Jack Smith go after the Super PAC, Trump's Super PAC, Save America PAC? Will Jack Smith go after Trump's PAC? The Death card, interesting. Two of Pentacles, juggling, manipulation. What is this? Ten of Wands, heavy burdens, the ending of cycles here. Ten of Swords, looks like in the past position, looks like there's huge. Now we're getting tens, 10, 10 and death. What's in the sky here? We got the Four of Wands, family. Now this could be why it involves not just him. I don't know who are involved in that pack. Could be members of his family. And we get debt, loans and debt, and balancing those books. That kind of sums up, that card kind of dropped out before, kind of sums up what has happened here. The small donors, 250 million. Look, it looks like some could even be returned. That money could even, some of that money could even be returned. We get the Eight of Cups here in the here and now, and the Wheel of Fortune change. Jupiter expansion here, the Moon card. Remember I said the Moon, Jupiter and Uranus in that sixth house of work. Let's keep going. What's in the hopes? Yeah. Oh my God. All of these cards came up before in that reading. And here we go. The outcome is the Two of Cups, contracts. So there's paperwork here, contracts with other people. Did he follow the contract he had with those that he asked money, that he asked to donate. Now we have three of Pentacles here. This is kind of behind the scenes, can be dark money, can be building something. The contract was broken. He is aware that this might be Smith's next move, and we get the Chariot, and this is what he's most anxious about, because he's broken the law. He knows, or I don't know if he knows, maybe he does know. He's broken the covenant between, and it will be suspended. These cards are pretty obvious to me. So we get here Strength and the Truth, the Knight of Wands, and the Courts here. Okay, so Smith is going to go after that pack, and he's going to freeze, ultimately at the end, freeze that money. And it's not just going to involve Trump, it's going to involve those people that set it up and administered it. And it's also, I think, going to bring in some family members. Okay, so let's go to the gag. I'm just trying to go to the important, the ones that you would prioritise in terms of knowing. So there will be wire fraud charges ultimately against Trump. But first he's going to go after that pack itself and ultimately freeze that money. Okay, so this is like prosecuting a mafia boss, isn't it? A mobster. All right, so, and that's the way Smith is approaching it. And remembering that when he was trying war criminals, he does go after the money. Part of being a war criminal is stashing money here, there and everywhere. And all of those accounts being frozen. Smith has experience in those kind of matters. And this is why Garland chose him. Garland, don't underestimate Garland. While we think he didn't act soon enough, let's just give him some breathing space. The gag. Okay, so what Trump is trying to do, he's trying to try, as we know, you've heard all the commentary, try it in the court of the public arena, and deliberately break the gag, I think, is what his ultimate aim is. But I think this judge has obviously got his number, as has Smith. The gag, will there be a gag order on Trump? Will there be a gag order on Trump? So we get the King of Swords, that's my Jack Smith card, and we get the Magician, Manifestation. Oh yeah, it's inevitable, basically. Judgment, it's inevitable. And we get the Ten of Swords. You know, sometimes with prophecies or predictions, you kind of know the outcome. Like I always knew Trump would lose the 2020 election. He's going to lose this battle with Jack Smith. He's not going to win it. So whatever it looks like, he's just not going to win. Page of Swords here in the sky. Speaking. And this is like treasonous, treacherous, spy in the camp, speaking. Notice they're all swords. And we get the Justice card. Yes, he will be gagged. Absolutely, he'll be gagged. And also those people perhaps gagged around. Yeah, let's just have a look here. Wisdom and Strength. Yeah, it's a strong case they've got for gagging him. But we've got here this Two of Cups and the Nine of Pentacles. There's something around contracts that he has with people. This could even, and then we get decisions and the Death card. What's behind here, and the Truth again. And there's my Ace of Cups and the Wheel of Fortune. You see why I know. I know that he's not going to win. This Two of Cups. I'm just going to ask for some clarity on this Two of Cups. Where is that? There it is. Okay, what is this Two of Cups? We'll put these back. The Justice card is there. Okay, the scales, balancing things. Okay, it's not going to be an unreasonable gag, but it'll be a gag nevertheless. Show me the Two of Cups. Witnesses, intimidation of witnesses. Show me the Two of Cups. Contracts and commitments and division and partisanship So it's what he's already done is already evident there. And I know Jack Smith subpoenaed Twitter, and even some of that evidence might come out. They might mention social media, what he does on social media. Show me this Two of Cups. I think it's, yeah, okay. So it's around not intimidating witnesses, not contacting witnesses, but there's something about the truth is strong and potent here. The Ace of Swords, and then we have the Lovers card, Three of Pentacles and Ten of Pentacles. Wow. Yeah, there's going to be a gag order. The Two of Cups. He can't even talk about it to, like, his family. Like, the order might go to those around him as well. All right, well, the question is, will he obey the gag? Because right now it's looking like he wants to disobey it and even be thrown into jail and create even more mayhem. Will Trump abide by the... So his lawyers are going to make that agreement. Wow. The lawyers, the Two of Cups, the lawyers are going to make the agreement. And what happens when he deliberately doesn't abide by that agreement? Trump, to the lawyers, then what happens to the lawyers? Do they leave? Do they resign? Okay, so will Trump abide by the gag order? Will Trump abide by the gag order? Will Trump abide by the gag order? Queen of Cups, something being revealed, the lid of the cup comes off, and we get the Four of Pentacles holding back information, insecurity. We get strength here as well. What's going on here? We get, I think I'd be betting on Smith here. That's him. And then we get victory, wanting to use it to try and win an election. But then we get betrayal. Is he going to abide by it? Betrayal of the agreement. The Queen of Wands, that's the judge. That's the judge now. I knew she was coming up for a reason. That's who it is. And then we get the Page of Swords. This is basically as I see Trump right now. He's willing to do anything and everything. Defending oneself. Okay, so she's going to retreat, ill health, and the sun, illumination. And then there's that Ace of Cups there. There's the Two of Cups there again. The agreement. And a plan. I think it's possible that he will back off a little, but that retreat and confinement, I mean, show me this Four of Swords. I mean, this is basically his ill health. Show me this Four of Swords. The Wheel of Fortune and the loss of his fortune. And the end. Okay. So, I think there's going to be an agreement on the gag order. Will he actually abide by it? Not entirely, no. Not entirely, no. But whatever happens is in his own best interest. This is like retreat. So he's not going to go fully into abusing it, but he will do it, in some sort of way. Look at these cards. Like, it's just, if you think that he's doing well, he's not. He's unwinding. This is like madness territory. All right. Last questions now is I'll do Zelensky. I mean, he's got some good people around him. He's had a couple of attempts. I think he's safe for the moment. I might go to Biden because I haven't a lot of time left. Joe Biden, is Joe Biden safe? This is the Moon card. It's like madness there in August. Eight of Pentacles, working away, skill. That's what Joe Biden's doing. Is Joe Biden safe from the MAGA crazies? I just want to say it like that because, gosh, they are. Is Joe Biden safe from Trump's most extreme and violent supporters? Yeah. Okay, so protection. He's got high protection around him. It's a crossroads, so don't underestimate what's happening. But we do have strength, and we get the law prosecution there. I think Biden's okay. Yep, victory, win, and then we get the Chariot. So things are going to get out of control quickly in August. So be safe, everybody. Don't go anywhere that you don't have to go in. Don't stay indoors. But if you have a choice between going to a crowded speech somewhere near a government parliament building or hiking a nice trail, go and hike the trail. Yeah, we get logic, and then we get death here. The end of something, and we get Russia here and the Sun. So he's very safe because of the skill of those around him. But we also have the health card here, and then we get new starts. So what I see is ultimately this in this period of time, we have to be mindful of those that are in their basements cooking something up. But ultimately, we get this anchor here with Biden against, I'm just going to say against the storm, and there's that Ace of Cups. Don't underestimate what's going on, though, and stay safe. So I see Biden safe because of the skill of those around him. It's the ultimate answer to that. And the Sun card being the outcome is a strong yes. And it's full illumination. So the FBI goes and, unfortunately there was a shootout with this violent person who threatened Biden and threatened to kill Biden and Alvin Bragg. So, yeah, look, Trump's on a losing trajectory. I'm just going to say that, what did that reading show me? It's a downward spiral. Bye for now.